Happy Sunday, y'all. It's been an amazing day. Started off with church, of course, and then a good after church nap to top it all off. I fell asleep in my makeup, as you guys can tell, and now I'm up and I'm ready to share my favorite moments of summer 2025 with you guys. So let's chill this Sunday evening and take a look back at summer break. My first day of college is actually tomorrow, but before I embark upon this new chapter and adventure, we've got to talk about my favorite summer 2025 highlights. Let's start off with when it all first began with the destined trip after graduation. It started out with extended family that had stayed over into Memorial Day weekend after graduation, but then it ended with just my parents and I after they all left, and it was amazing. Honestly, I was tired of being around people. I had just graduated that Friday night and was overstimulated from all the celebration at that point. So yeah, but the beach is definitely my happy place. And it was nice to just have, a little time to hear the waves and just be at a peaceful place and get a little tan, soak up the sun, and be with my fam. It was amazing, especially before we rolled right over into Convocation weekend at church. Convocation this year was amazing, y'all. It was my first one, and it was a busy and churchy kind of weekend. How we packed 5 services into one weekend must be studied, because what in the world were we doing? It was a lot, but we did it per usual, as I expected. But my parents got ordained the same day together. So as a daughter, a PK, a church girl, I personally couldn't have asked for anything better. So Convocation is how we started June, how we ended June. A very notable trip to add is Jacksonville for a weekend trip. It was a time of self-care for me during my parents' work trip, and I also got to hang out with my mom's extended family and get to know them a little bit better, and it was just a great time going around and sightseeing, so that was a great trip. Then we roll over into July, 4th of July. Sincerely the best. I mean, it gets better and better every year. I just love the patriotic summer vibes from spending time with the family, the barbecue, the fireworks. Everything about the 4th is just, what can you say? It's the 4th. Family vacation to Orlando was amazing. Last year, my siblings got to come with me and we had a blast. But this year, I wanted it to be just my parents and I, and it kind of worked out anyways with the plans that my siblings had, and they understood. And I enjoyed it, and it was much needed. After nonstop celebration, going from graduation to convocation, we were just exhausted. We were happy and excited about the new seasons of our lives, but we were just tired from the physical aspect of it. And although we spent those very monumental and important seasons together, we were still surrounded by other people that we were giving attention to. As you guys can obviously tell, the chance to have some us time was very, very special. So we went to Universal, and that was my first time going, actually, and it was my parents' first time back in like 2 decades. They had went since before I was born, and so in our own ways, this time at Universal was special and fun. And we also had to hit a Magic Kingdom, because what did I say in my Instagram post in my Disney dump? That home is where the castle is. So we had so much fun on our Disney day. I tell y'all, there is something about waking up, getting dressed in your theme park outfit, the Mickey tank top, the ears, just all the fun stuff that never gets old. And we stayed the entire day, and it went by faster than I thought it would, but it was a great day. I was crying during the fireworks show at the end, at the castle. It was just beautiful. It was magical. Disney Springs was one of our chill day activities to regroup from the theme parks. I went to Pandora to shop for some Disney themed charms to go on my bracelet that my out-of-town parents actually gave me as a semi-graduation gift and a semi-thank you and your parents for hosting Convocation this year. So it was like a 2-in-1 gift. On this trip, I got a Mickey and Minnie charm, a purple heart, because that's my favorite color, green heart for scoliosis. So now my bracelet has a little bit of everything of me, and the cross represents my faith. I have different hearts on here to represent parts of my family, like me, mom, pop, mom, dad, sister, brother, the whole clan. And then I got a camera charm for my love of capturing memories, airplane and luggage, and globe for my travels and adventures in the past couple of years, especially internationally, grad cap for my high school experience, and then 18, of course, to represent adulthood in this sacred year of my life. So I'm pretty happy with how my bracelet has come together from the time that I got it up until the Disney trip. We had other trips along the way, so I would stop at like 10 different Pandoras and keep adding to my collection. And so this is how it's looking now, and so I love the beautiful masterpiece that it has become, and hopefully to be continued. After vacation and coming back home, we had a quick turnaround time before we were right back out on the road again. This isn't a highlight of my summer break, what I'm about to tell you guys, but it was a moment that changed the course of the summer and my life. On the day we left for vacation, my great aunt passed away, my pop sister. In my vlog from vacation, y'all were informed the day it happened, so by the time I released it, you guys already knew 2 weeks before the funeral. And just for a while I stayed on the low, just trying to make sense of everything that was going on, because it was so drastic. But when we did find out, it was like the whole day just stopped, completely stopped. Here we go from this all-time high, just coming out of an amazing 4th of July weekend, and then just having an amazing Sunday morning service, and we're about to leave, and then boom, like this right before leaving for vacation. I honestly can't describe it. An instant smile the moment the morning started, to never-ending tears. My chest literally was hurting, like the physical definition of my heart shattered. The week we got home from vacation, we were right back out the door for the funeral, and we knew that we would have to be quick on our feet with that, and just coming back home and everything, and packing all over again. And the reason why this loss is hard is because my great aunt is like the spitting image of my pop, which is her brother. I'm talking from behavior, conversations, looks, facial expressions, just everything. So when I saw her, I saw pop too. And I go back to that last visit that we had with her all the time. Like it just rings so heavily in my mind because it was so special. And that time she held on to us extra longer, like it was the last time. And it really was the last time. And somehow, some way, without a doubt, I know that there were so many signs in that last visit that just all make sense and add up now. So that was a season that really made everything a little bit different and rocky and hard, but we pulled through it. And it seems hard to believe that it's already been a month since that happened. It's crazy. It feels longer at the same time though. And I think that's because weeks feel like years to me sometimes, because each week is like a completely different vibe. I will say I have never experienced anything like being on an all-time high, getting ready for vacation, and then finding out somebody's passed away, and then come back from vacation, go home, pack all over again, go to a funeral. Like, it was just like I hope this does not happen again. I just hope it doesn't. If I can't avoid it, I hope it's not soon, because that was draining. In the midst of the chaos and in between traveling, a very favorite and uplifting part of summer was spending time with my siblings, all at different times, but it was amazing. For a while, we spent a lot of time as a core friend group, but I think because now that we're adults and coming into our own interests and careers and lives, we find that the one-on-one time is really where it's at. And sometimes it's the easiest in many cases, especially with traffic and driving and schedules and all that. But I love my sibling trio where we can hang out together, and then that one-on-one time still all just be best friends and not be jealous of that one-on-one time. For example, my brother and sister hung out. The next day, my brother and I hung out. And then a few weeks later, we all hung out together. And then my sister and I are gonna have our little girls' day and hang out time together, because she's still here and hasn't left yet, but my brother has. So we're gonna get in our girl time. But I love that we respect the vibes of each other in that one-on-one setting. I love friends that can actually friend in life, you know? And getting to catch up on each other's lives and enjoy each other's company and just take the time to invest in the friendship really just makes me happy. And when you're with your people that feel like family, your happy place is really not based on where, but based on who. A highlight with my siblings as well was getting to send them off, well, mainly my brother. It was a very sentimental time, although there's emotions that come with the growing distance across the miles. That love, bond, and connection from the very beginning is still there. I love when the pictures from our beginner years as duos and trios pop back up on my phone, because it takes me back to that season of when the friendship first began for all of us, and those first few days, weeks, and months of gaining new friends that are gonna be important parts and pieces of your life. Like, and you see the friendship take course throughout the years. It's like, now I can't even imagine life without these people. And many people have asked me how I feel about the distance, and I honestly have to say that the distance just gives us a better excuse to keep checking in as much as we possibly can through the schedules and the chaos and studying. I'm not saying that it's not sad. I have been a basket case this past week, and I am definitely one to also start crying when someone I love and care about is also crying. So waterworks can sometimes be a hard switch to turn off with me, because I'm so affectionate and loving and heartfelt. But like I said, it's not about where but who as far as your happy place. So technically I don't need to be where my siblings are, although physical presence does play a huge role in a friendship, but the existence of our friendship goes far beyond location. And plus, to see them go to their dream schools as a sister and a best friend, I couldn't be more proud. So, and plus, how amazing is it that I have people that mean so much to me that it's so hard to say goodbye. After I ended the August weekend recap for the month, I took the week after, so last week, to spend time with mainly my brother, because he has already left. He left 2 days ago. Surprisingly, I'm holding it together because I have been like a basket case throughout this entire weekend. Maybe that's because I cried earlier. Just to focus on being a sister, and also an auntie, because my eldest little heartbeat in human form started kindergarten last week, so my head's been swimming. Another highlight of summer 2025 that I haven't mentioned, that obviously hasn't been filmed, is personal devotion, worship, and Bible time. One thing about it, in this recent season of regrouping physically, emotionally, and mentally from exhaustion, loss, physical struggles, I've definitely been in bed chilling, but also enjoying time with God. It's been the best thing ever. The end of summer break has definitely been stressful on my body. I mean, hence August weekend recap, where I shared that update with you guys where I'm at, and it's been a doozy, but I'm getting my strength back and really just focusing on taking care of me. To start wrapping up my summer break recap, I'd have to say that this summer has been about faith, family, friends, fun. It was about regrouping, relaxing, recharging, recovering, all of that. It was a time to pour back into and invest in myself and what I love and who I love, and genuinely love me back. Although there were some curveballs thrown that tried to knock me down, the devil's definitely mad, but hey, you know, you can't touch God's child. But I'm grateful for the support of my family and friends who loved me back into that place and space where life felt okay again. With that being said, cheers to another great summer. I'm looking forward to the next one and seeing how everyone is doing by next year. Summer was great, you guys. Thank you guys so much for spending the summer with me. It's been fun. And also, I'm sending prayers and well wishes to all students who have started or will start soon. We got this, y'all. I love y'all so much. Bye.